as you could probably tell from the intro and some of the clips and pictures, today we're looking at the Vortex Spitfire. I'm out in the worst weather. It's raining, snowing, but the Vortex is holding up. Got it on, let's see, a Smith&Wesson M&P 15 300 blackout 10.5-inch barrel pistol with a shockwave blade, which I may do a video about in the future. But the main point in this video today is this. It's an awesome, basically red dot. Not exactly a red dot, though. It's a prismatic scope, so it's more like a scope, but it's one power. Let's see if I can show you guys what it looks like to look through. There you go. Now I think, yeah, that's the 5th setting of red. Let's get it close. Oh, come on. So there's your target. Let's go to the 5th setting of green so you can get a good look at that. Decide if you like it. And this is in really bright snow. The sun's kind of coming out right now for a second. But you can tell it's really clear. If it's not clear for you, you have a really quick focus adjustment here. I almost always have mine all the way in. And it comes with these lens covers. They're not that great, but they're decent. Vortex brand. The main problem with them is they come on and off really easy. See, so sometimes they knock off. Like even flipping that, you can see the bottom is trying to come off. But for the price of this, it's not bad. Give you a nice close-up here. Come around. So the adjustments are really good. I want to talk about that. They're kept in place with that cable, and then this little nub is what you adjust with. There's your adjustments, and you do that with this nub in there. I don't actually want to move it, but half MOA per click. Maybe I'll click it here so that you can hear. Hopefully you can hear it. Nope. So the clicks aren't super loud. Hopefully I didn't just mess up my sight in. But you can feel them, and I had no problem sighting this in at all. But it's not like super solid clicks. And you get it with, geez, I guess I have it on the low mount. I think you get a spacer. I have high cheekbones, so putting my cheek here This lines up with my eye perfectly. You can still use your irons, if we can get it all in frame. So this is not, with the spacer you get a lower 1/3 co-witness. With this, you just get like a co-witness. The camera's not doing a very good job of showing what it looks like. Yeah. It's almost like an upper 1/3 co-witness, so you can see the iron sights are high. The interesting thing is, I can't get my camera to focus, but when you... There we go. So see how the dot lines up with the iron sights, even though it's up higher? And I haven't had any problems actually doing this. Look at this when I turn it off. So we're now off. And look at the reticle. You can still see it almost as good as red or green. Okay, there you go. Really good look. So let's click through the settings. So I'm on 0. Now I'm 1 in the red, 2, 3, 4, and 5. To me, through the camera, I can't see that much, but you can in real life. 5 is absolutely daylight visible and bright. So then you go back to 0, and I'm still going clockwise. 1 on green, 2 on green, 3 on green, 4, and 5. So you can see there kind of in the snow in the background how it looks. It's really good. You can see as I move, see the parallax that's happening. Like out here, the mountains aren't moving, but in there they are. So you do have some parallax, but it's pretty minimal. I'm gonna say I've never noticed it. Let's go ahead and, since we're loaded up, take a shot through the camera just up on the hill. Shooting 110 grain, 300 blackout loads with H110. Ha! That's bad filming. That's scary. I'm really worried about hitting that, but anyways, you can see it's really clear scope. It's awesome. You don't really need backup iron sights. And I'm not sure exactly what the cost is now. I spent too much, honestly. I bought it a while ago and have been using it on this gun, my Ruger American Rifle Ranch. I've been using it on my ARs, regular AR. Basically on anything I can put it on. I just recently took off the spacer because I actually prefer that. I know many people won't, but it helps. You get a lower sight over bore, which helps. And basically, this thing's awesome. I think they're under 200 bucks now, or right around there. So, not too bad at all. I highly recommend the Spitfire if it's what you're looking for. Here's the other thing. As you saw me filming through it, it has a way wider field of view than a red dot, or most red dots. Even like an aim point that's this big, not the micro models, I'm not sure of all the names, but even a full-size red dot doesn't seem to have the field of view of this, and you, like, as far as I know, can't focus them. So if you have like different eyesight or whatever, you can focus this exactly to your eye. That's a big advantage. You get really crystal clear image. So like for me, I'm nearsighted, And I can use this like a pair of glasses almost and focus this right in for my eyes, which is nice. And the red and green helps. I almost always use red. A lot of times I don't even turn it on because I don't need to. You can see with just the reticle. So I'm gonna pause for a second. I'm gonna shoot a few shots at 50 yards. Really isn't like a judge of how accurate this red dot is. It's kind of about how the gun is, but just to kind of give you an idea, you can be very accurate with it. It has a center dot that's pretty precise. So, get my blade set up on the bag so that I'm not shouldering it. All right, let's go check it out. All right, so there you go. Just a few quick shots. Looks like I still am sighted in. I think this was my first shot. And I had 3 good ones, one over here. Should be one hole like these 3. But any deviation isn't because of the scope, it's because of me. I'm not always the best shot. So anyways, just shows you at 50 yards, I mean, if you take just that 3-shot group, take out, you know, my mistakes, that's less than half an inch at 50. So definitely precise enough, especially on a pistol or like a close range fighting weapon. But there you go. So basically, guys, to end this video, you're not gonna go very wrong if you pick a Vortex Spitfire. It's a great red dot alternative, however you want to think about it. It essentially functions like a red dot. There's some advantages. There might be a couple disadvantages, like parallax is a little bit more of an issue, but you get the ability to focus the scope. They make it in a 3-power as well, if you'd like a 3-power. I opted for the 1-power, so it's like a red dot. It sights in well. It stays accurate. I've thrown this thing around, and it keeps its place, holds its 0. And overall, especially now that it's come down in price, I think it's around 200 bucks. I'll look it up and put a thing in the video. It's just a great optic to have on an AR or a shotgun even. I've even put it on my bolt action rifle and had fun with it that way too. You can mount it low like I have it, or you can mount it a little bit high. But there's some wind coming in, so before it gets too bad, let's end this thing.